was in the cable business. I had Garden State Cable in New Jersey. It went from Camden to Fort Dix, 200,000 subscribers. I was in the television business. I had a ABC station up in Buffalo, WKBW. I had another station in San Diego. And
you've always diversified.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't tell you this, but I've always driven to go to the bigger profit margin.
Yes, nothing wrong with that.
I was starved so well in the food business, I said I got to get someplace where you can have a decent meal.
Yes. Tell us about your attempts to become the NFL's first black majority owner.
Yeah,
that was the Minnesota Vikings?
Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
Well, what happened was my son-in-law decides he wants to buy the Minnesota Vikings. And he runs into some problems financially in order to get this job done. So he comes to me. So I said, I tell you what, I can do it. I said, we'll do it. So I put together the whole thing, and I go to, where do I go? Oh, I go to Spain. Right. I go to Spain. I'm in the King of Spain's summer palace in Madrid. It's 110 degrees, and I damn near died. And I'm panting, and I can't figure it out. So we leave there, and we go to Villa d'Este. So we're in Villa d'Este, and now I'm supposed to go from here to the dining hall there, and I'm having great difficulty walking. I'm panting, and my wife says, "You got to go back home. Let's go." So she took me back home. So we get to the doctor like on a Tuesday, and I walk in there the Tuesday, Wednesday, and I said, I don't feel well, and so forth and so on. And the guy looks at me and he says, "We got to operate on you right now." I said, hold it. I got to do something. He said, "What?" I said, "I got a meeting with Tagliabue, the commissioner of the NFL, like tomorrow."
A real businessman.
Wednesday. No, this is more than business. This is something called integrity. And I said, I made this deal to beat him. I'm going to beat him. Be there to meet him at, I think it was 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. In the NFL headquarters on 47th Street in Park Avenue. So I get all the finances together, put everything together. I said, so they decided they'll let me go, and they'd have an ambulance or a car waiting downstairs to take me away. And as soon as I said okay, so I went up, talked to Tag, and I said, "Look, here's all the paperwork, here's all the money, commitments, and so forth and so on." I said, "But I got to tell you, I'm sick, and I'm going to go to the hospital." He said, "Get out of here." I said, "I'm going to the hospital right now." I said, "I don't know how this is all going to work out." I said, "But I wanted you to understand that I wasn't wasting your time, and here's what we." So they took me off to the hospital. There's a guy with him by the name of Wayne Isom, who's a chief cardiac surgery man, and they replaced both my heart valves. And I was in that place for about 6 months before it was all over. And that's what's happened.
My goodness.
Of course, that all happened because I went to a doctor. I went to some doctors in California, and they gave me some medicine, and the medicine ate my heart valves.
You're kidding. Well, I guess that would be.
It's called Fen-Phen.
Yes, that's right. I remember reading about Fen-Phen. My goodness.
That's what it did.
Well.
It destroyed both my heart valves. So as a result of that, I couldn't go back. And he sent a message to me, and he said he had to make a decision. I said, well, I can't tell you I'm in any shape to do it. So we didn't do it.
And when you said integrity, then you're saying that
when
you make a commitment, go ahead.
I told him I'm going to be there.
You're going to be there no matter what.
Guy, when I bought the cable system from the New York Times for $425 million, one of the lawyers told me for the Times, so you haven't got the money. You can't raise the money. So I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. And I reached into my pocket and I pulled out a check, and I wrote it out for $1 million. I said, if I don't make raise the money, you just cash that check.